We've now studied most of the trials of Dajjal, and his very important point here is mentioned in Abu Dawood Sharif that whoever hears about Dajjal, then you should stay as far away as possible from him. Do not go near him, because indeed a man will come to Dajjal and he will think of himself that he is a believer. Let me go investigate about Dajjal. What's Dajjal going to do to me? I know he's not a god. I'm a strong believer. He can't do anything to me. And he will go to investigate Dajjal. And what is going to happen when he sees Dajjal? He is going to become a follower of Dajjal because of those doubts which Dajjal will create. He'll see that Dajjal has these supernatural powers. He'll see Dajjal is sending rain from the sky. He will see that Dajjal is growing the crops. He will see Dajjal is resurrecting the dead. And he will think to himself, well, if this is not my Lord, then who is? So that same person who at one point said, and he thought of himself as a believer, that same person will end up following Dajjal. So when you hear of Dajjal, stay as far away as possible from him. In one narration in Muslim Sharif, it comes that the people will run away from Dajjal. They will flee Dajjal and they will seek refuge, they will seek protection, they will seek shelter in mountains. That's how far they will run away to try and hide for him. And why? To try and protect their main asset. And what is their main asset? It is not wealth, it is not their crops, it is not their animals. Their most prized asset is their iman. To protect their iman, that is why they will run away from Dajjal. And then Hazrat Sharik asked the Prophet ﷺ, where will the Arabs be on that day? So he replied that they will be very small in number, they will be a minority, and in another narration he mentioned that most of them at the time will be in Baytul Maqdis. So this also applies to us in this day and age as well. That whenever we hear of a new fitna, we should stay away from it. We shouldn't go near it. We shouldn't say, okay, let's go investigate it. Let's just see what it's all about. People are talking about this, so let's see what it's about. I remember a long time ago now, I don't remember how long exactly it was, but there was a series or a documentary or a movie named The Messiah. So it was about Dajjal. And the scholars were warning people that don't watch this because in this there's a false message and they're portraying Dajjal falsely. The way he actually is and what he will actually be, they are not showing that. So they're giving a false message, so people will watch that instead of listening to bayans, and they're going to have the wrong idea of Dajjal. So don't watch it. But when you tell people to stay away from something, it's a qaida, it's a rule that the more somebody is prevented for something, the more curious they are to actually investigate that. So even in this day and age, we should stay away from things. There's a hadith, although it's about a